Welcome to another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen review. This time we're going to be looking at the Japanese exclusive Takara Buster Optimus Prime Leader Class toy. So here we have Buster Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode, which is obviously a semi-truck, and essentially it is the same, has the same capabilities as the original one. But first things you'll notice, it has a lot more detailed and more accurate paint scheme compared to the original one. The blue is just a tad bit darker, not much, it's very subtle, but it is a nice little change from it was very light blue on the first one. The red is exactly the same, especially in the flames. It has a nice white pinstriping going around them, and real nice. I didn't notice this until just now, but the flames are actually overlapping each other at certain spots, which is a really cool little detail. Even on the front here, you can see that little flame there overlaps that. More red here on the top, and the painted silver on these lights here in the top. But one of the biggest changes is the added chrome to the grille and sun visor, which is just enough because I don't think it would be appropriate to have everything. Like most semi trucks don't have the fuel tanks and the headache rack chrome plated. They're just metal coloring. So it's a really more appropriate that they just leave these two sections be chrome. And one of the nice details I liked, instead of just having the red blob of an Autobot symbol they had on the first release, you can see on the Autobot symbol here, it is painted silver on the symbol itself and highlighted around in red to bring it out a little bit more, much like the first movie Leader Class Prime sounds that the first one did. The original ROTF Leader Prime, for comparison, you can see just how much the chrome adds to the overall look of the vehicle. Difference in the flames. This one, barely any flames here behind the smokestacks, while this one has a lot more added to it. The difference from this kind of just plain gray to this painted silver. You can tell the difference in the headache rack here. Really, the changes they made just makes this vehicle mode just so much more appealing and just really great to look at. I mean, it looks like a model truck. Looks like a model that someone built, and it's very nice vehicle mode in itself. To start the transformation, I personally like to take the sides here and flip them out like this, and swing these around and attach them to the side of the tank. Like that. And then go ahead and flip this all the way around and swing the back panels around. This section snaps in place, and so will this. Like that. Like just to take the whole top section of the vehicle and just separate it like that. So you got these two basic halves like that. Now just focus on the top, like the air, flip them up just to give a little bit of clearance on the hood here to reveal the arms, and take the cab sections here, flip them up like that. Alright, and then separate the arm. Then I'll go ahead and swing this down just to get it out of the way, and press it down to activate the transformation sound. Flip this, I'll flip this section up and back for the shoulder pieces. Then this socket will go in that peg, and this will also collapse in itself. So you get we'll get two little clicks here. That's one, and 2. Swing the arms down like that. Flip up these little shoulder pieces. Collapse the forearm panel here, and situate it like that. Slide this up to reveal his hands from the side, and repeat for this side. Rotate his head up like that. On the doors here, flip up these little panels here. Bring the chest pieces down. I'll go ahead and move these legs down. Snap them in to the side. Collapse the top into the peg. And the upper body is done. Now onto the legs. Get these pieces out of the way. Fold out his toes and collapse the front of the grill in. And these actually fit in a lot more snug than on the Hasbro version. Fold them back. Form his foot. Okay. Then slide this piece up. And then rotate this wheel well down. Repeat for this side. Fold the wheels in. Fold these up into themselves and peg them on here. And that's done. And then if you want, you can snap these little pieces out too, which are really neat. They have no purpose at all, but just adds that little bit more detail to them. And then position the sun visors however you want. I like to do like this, just more of a. Oh, got to put that one up. It just gives it a little bit more of a movie accurate. That is Buster Optimus Prime in robot mode. In Optimus's robot mode, he does have some major changes that really add to the figure and make it worthwhile to me in comparison to the original one. And yes, he does have a lot more silver paint on him. In the forearms, I added this, which was previously red. The flames on the doors are more detailed now. There are more of them. They add some flames here in the abdomen here. I'll get that later. They redid the flames here on the inside of the leg. They painted this, which was previously red, and put blue on here. And one of the finest details that they did, which there's an Autobot logo on the inside here, which was previously just molded plastic. And
I am Optimus Prime.
See now, it's has silver paint on the logo itself and red around it to bring out a little bit more, just like the grill emblem. He does have a totally remolded face now, which I really like. A lot of people weren't too excited about that, but it's one I really like the design of it. It's very movie accurate. I even got a little bit of blue on the nose there. You can see the mouth there on the bottom. I put some silver paint on his antenna and on the side of his head. And the silver paint around the eyes looks a lot better in person. But I still would have liked to see them do a removable or retractable faceplate for him, so you could have the option of giving him either the open face or the faceplate if you wanted him to. One of the coolest changes is when you deploy swords, it is now a clear yellowish orange plastic with some silver paint on it, and it's like that in both of them. as opposed to the original one, which was just a solid orange plastic. I would have liked to see this be a little bit more orangish and not so much yellow, but it still looks a lot better than the previous version. And the whole reason why he's called Buster Optimus Prime is now finally this version has a gun. But where's it at? It's actually stored in his fuel tanks. Just take these pieces off, and you actually slide them up. And yes, you do need both of them. And just reattach those back. And just set them off to the side for now. Start off with this one, which is the easiest one to do. Just take this knob and slide it forward. That's that. A little bit more complicated. In fact, take this side, this piece here, flip this arm around, fold this down like that, and fold that down like that, so you got this mangled piece, and slide it in to these two slots here like that, and you guys got it. And it has the handle right here, which actually fits surprisingly firm into place. There we go, snapped in place now. And now he has his gun armed and ready, which the gun itself is pretty accurate in itself. Has some nice gold detailing on the inside there. So yeah, now you can have the gun in one hand and blade in the other. By side with regular Hasbro Optimus Prime. See, this is obviously lacking a lot of the more detailed paint applications as the new one have, and obviously the gun. So that's it. The big question, is this figure worth it for the price? Yes, he is very pretty expensive compared to the original Hasbro version, which runs for approximately $45, while this imported can range anywhere from $80 to almost $100, depending on the online store that you're going to or your importer. But for those of you that were waiting, that passed on the original Hasbro Optimus Prime and were hoping for a premium version, get this one while it lasts, because being a Japanese import, it has the potential for becoming very rare and is a big collector's item. So yeah, but as a figure as a whole, he is very worth it. The gun adds a whole lot more playability to the figure. The paint scheme is fantastic. I love the added little details that they put in. I really like the open face style on the head, and it's just about as close to a masterpiece movie Prime as I think we're going to get at the consumer price point. So until next time, thanks for watching.